At this time, we welcome you to our Holstein Show here at Old Home Week for 2012. Very impressive Holstein Show for you this morning, so encourage you to sit back and enjoy it. And we certainly do welcome our exhibitors and our judge. Our entries now making their way to the ring are those in Class 1. These are the junior calves born March through May of 2012. This class is sponsored by Louisdale Holsteins, and once again, as always, we do encourage and invite our sponsors to present their awards at the completion of our classes. So if you are presenting an award today during our show, when the time arrives, please make your way down onto the show ring area, and we'd be more than happy to have you there to present your prizes. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the junior calves are now in the ring and judging is underway. Those of you with entries in Class 2, the intermediate calves, please begin making your way to ringside. Once again, the junior calves are in the ring. Intermediate calves, please begin to assemble. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the final lineup is being placed in Class 1. Your intermediate calves must be at ringside. Intermediate calves to ringside, please.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here to judge your show today, and starting this show with a real nice class of calves. The first 4 or 5 are quite very, very fine heifers and calves in this class, but I'm starting the class with a heifer that just has tremendous style and balance. She's extremely dairy and just a beautiful calf out on the move, and giving her an advantage over the big, powerful calf in second, just a little cleaner and dairy up through the head and neck than this beautiful balanced calf in second. Second over third, a calf that's just carrying her up in through the chine a little nicer than the big deep calf in third, as well as being a little more desirable in the rump pin structure than the calf in third. Third over fourth, calf exhibiting a lot more depth, both fore and rear rib, than the stylish calf in fourth. And fourth over fifth, just again a calf just showing a little more dairiness and angularity than this powerful heifer in fifth.
The results of Class 1, the junior calf, sponsored by Lewisdale Holsteins. First place to ring 4, Cobequid Goldwyn Danny, exhibited by Cobequid Holsteins and Kevin Dobriner. This entry is also the best bred and owned in Class 1. Second to ring 6, Bernadale Barbed Wire Mia, exhibited by Bernadale Farm. Third to ring 5, Valleyville Sanchez Violet, exhibited by Valleyville Farm. Fourth to ring 1, East River Goldwyn Deb, exhibited by East River Farms. Fifth to ring 8, Golden Flow Dempsey Kangaroo, exhibited by Macbeth Farms. Sixth to ring number 9, East River ELM Jean, exhibited by East River Farms. Seventh to ring 10, Valleyville Alexander Chief, exhibited by Valleyville Farms and Straight Side Holsteins. Eighth to ring 7, Winter Bay Winterbrook Able, exhibited by Winter Bay Holsteins. Ninth to ring 2, East River Goldwyn Deb 31, exhibited by East River Farms. And 10th to ring number 3, East River Goldwyn Deb 30, exhibited by East River Farms. Reading from the top of the class, ring number 1 was 4, 2 placed 9, 3 was 10, ring number 4 was your class winner and best bred and owned, and please note the added exhibitor on this entry of Kevin Dobriner. Ring number 5 was 3rd, 6 placed 2, 7 was 8th, ring number 8 placed 5, 9 was 6th, and ring number 10 was 7. Now making their way into the ring are the entries in Class 2. These are the intermediate calves, born December the 1st, 2011 to the last day of February 2012. This class is sponsored by Lyndon Wright Holsteins and the best bred and owned, sponsored by ADL. We have some added entries in this class, and we will bring those to your attention in a short time. Holstein exhibitors are reminded, those of you placing first and second in your classes today, and when you are returning for your champions, please hold on to your hat bands and please wear them back into the ring when you come out for your champion classes. So once again, we do appreciate your cooperation. Please hold your hat bands for those of you who will be returning in championship classes. Attention Holstein exhibitors, a reminder to everyone, those of you placing first and second in your classes today, we ask that you please hold your hat bands and wear them into the ring for championship classes. Once again, this makes life much easier for our clerks. We do appreciate your cooperation. And once again, those of you, when you are returning for championship classes, please keep and wear your hat bands into the ring. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the intermediate calf class is now well underway. Your senior calves should be on the way to ringside. Once again, the intermediate calf class is well underway. Your senior calves to ringside, please. For those of you marking programs, please note in Class 2 that we do have 4 additional entries. And those additional entries, beginning at ring number 123, Number 123 is the entry of Royal Water Destry Sun. So once again, ring number 123, Royal Water Destry Sun, exhibited by Ferme Valpierre. 123, Royal Water Destry Sun, exhibited by Ferme Valpierre. Ring number 124, Maple Isle Atwood Ellis, exhibited by Maple Isle. 124, Maple Isle Atwood Ellis, exhibited by Maple Isle. Ring number 126, Corona Atwood Prima Donna, exhibited by Ferme Hatte. Once again, ring number 126, Corona Atwood Prima Donna, exhibited by Ferme Hatte. And ring number 128, Ashlyn Sanchez Sprinkles, exhibited by Blair Weeks and Country Field Clothing. Once again, the added entry, 128, Ashlyn Sanchez Sprinkles, exhibited by Blair Weeks and Country Field Clothing. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the final lineup is being pulled in for Class 2. Your senior calves should be at ringside. Senior calves, you should be at ringside.
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a nice class of calves here, and top 2 or 3 are calves that I feel come to the top of the class. And starting the class with the youngest heifer in the class, and this heifer just has a tremendous, beautiful side profile. She's long and angular and just has that uphill run to her. I'm giving her an advantage over the nice white calf in second. She just has that little extra extension of body, as well as holding her tail head down a little nicer than the stylish calf in second. Second over third, calf just a little more upstandingness, a little more length than this beautiful ribbed calf in third. Third over fourth, she uses her rib and depth to go ahead of the big white calf in fourth. And fourth over fifth, again, a heifer just showing a little more style out on the walk than this heifer in fifth.
The results of Class 2, the intermediate calves, sponsored by Lyndon Wright Holsteins and ADL. First place to ring number 11, Boffrin Goldwyn Rosney, exhibited by East River Farms. Second to ring 15, Winter Bay Windbrook Bella, exhibited by Winter Bay Holsteins and Fair Isle. Third, the added entry, ring 123, Royal Water Destry Sun, exhibited by Phantom Valpierre. Fourth, to ring 19, Cobequid Windbrook Mischief, exhibited by Leaside Farms. Fifth, to ring 17, Kuenberg Windbrook 1769, exhibited by Blair Weeks and Weeksdale. Sixth, the added entry, ring 128, Ashlyn Sanchez Sprinkles, exhibited by Blair Weeks and Country Field Clothing. Seventh, to ring 13, Golden Flow Wind Jack in the Box, exhibited by Macbeth Farms. Eighth, to ring 12, Golden Flow Windbrook Jumper, exhibited by Macbeth Farms. Ninth, to ring number 18, Birkentree Sid Miss Fifi, exhibited by Birkentree Holsteins. 10th, to ring 14, Extondale Steady Gazella, exhibited by Extondale Farms. 11th, to ring 16, Western Light Eye Domain Ecstasy, exhibited by High Caliber Holsteins. And 12th, to the added entry, ring 124, Maple Isle Atwood Ellis, exhibited by Maple Isle. Ring 126, entry was not shown. So reading from the top of the class, ring number 11 was first, ring number 11 was first, 12 placed 8, 13 was 7, 14 was 10th, ring number 15 was second, 16 placed 11, 17 was 5th, 18 placed 9, ring number 19 was 4th, the added entry, ring 123, was 3rd, the added entry 124 was 12th, and the added entry 128 placed 6. Now making their way into the ring are the entries in Class 3. These are the senior calves born September the 1st to November the 30th of 2011. This class is sponsored by Extondale Holsteins and the Best Bred and Owned sponsored by ADL. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the senior calf class is now well underway, so we're looking for your summer yearlings to ringside. Summer yearlings, please begin making your way to ringside.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, these senior calves here today, we've got a nice group of calves leading out this class, and the heifer starting the class, she just exhibits a tremendous amount of power and strength, yet she's still very dairy and angular and just a beautiful heifer out on the move. Giving her advantage over the heifer in second for just having that little more depth of both fore and rear rib, as well as being a little taller at the point of the withers than this very dairy angular calf in second. Second over third, the heifer that just shows a little more balance and style out on the walk than this heifer coming in third. Third over fourth, a very close placing, but I do grant the calf in third just showing a little more spring of rib, a little more angularity over the heifer in fourth. And fourth over fifth, older heifer in the class, but just feel she has a little more substance than the heifer in fifth.
The results of Class 3, the senior calves, first place during 25, Weeksdale Braxton Replay, exhibited by Blair Weeks, Weeksdale, and High Caliber Holsteins. And this entry is also the best bred and owned in Class 3. Second during 27, Cobequid Sid Affection, exhibited by Cobequid Holsteins, East Side Holsteins, and RM Farms. Third during 24, Eastside Masterpiece 1, exhibited by Eastside Holsteins. Fourth during 23, Winter Bay Braxton Abbey, exhibited by Winter Bay Holsteins. Fifth is an added entry. This was where 126 was exhibited. So ring number 126, the added entry, Corona Atwood Prima Donna, exhibited by Ferrum Hatte, and that entry did place fifth. Sixth during 20, Weeksdale B. Razzled, exhibited by Blair Weeks and Weeksdale. Seventh during 21, Pineland Atlantic Hayden, exhibited by Shadow Wave Holsteins, Bernadale, and Ryan Corrigan. Eighth during 29, Golden Flow Braxton Gilly, exhibited by Macbeth Farms. Ninth during 26, Extondale Goldwyn Irita, exhibited by Extondale Farms. 10th during 30, ID Sid Emerald, exhibited by ID Holsteins. 11th during 28, Twin Road L'Authority Laney, exhibited by Sebastian Dion. 12th during 31, Weeksdale Braxton Roxy, exhibited by Blair Weeks and Weeksdale. And 13th during 22, Valleyville Sanchez Starstruck, exhibited by Valleyville Farms. So reading from the top of the class, ring number 20 was 6, 21 placed 7, 22 was 13th, 23 placed 4, 24 was 3rd, 25 was 1st and best bred and owned in Class 3, 26 placed 9, 27 was 2nd, 28 placed 11, 29 was 8th, 30 placed 10, 31 was 12th, and the added entry, ring 126, Corona Atwood Prima Donna, exhibited by Ferrum Hatte, was 5th. Turning back to the previous class, we had missed the best bred and owned in Class 2. The best bred and owned in Class 2 was ring number 15. Now making their way into the ring are the entries in Class 4. These are the summer yearlings born June the 1st through August the 31st of 2011. This class is sponsored by ID Holsteins and the best bred and owned sponsored by ADL. Once again, we do remind our Holstein exhibitors that those of you who will be returning for championship classes, that you please hold your hat bands when you return to the barns and wear them to the ring for those championship classes. Holstein exhibitors, you are reminded once again to please hold on to your hat bands if you are returning with animals for championship classes. Once again, we'd ask that you please hold on to your hat band numbers and wear them into the ring for those championship classes. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the summer yearling class is well underway. Your junior yearlings should be on the way to ringside. Junior yearlings, please begin making your way to ringside. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the summer yearling class is almost completed, so your junior yearlings should be at ringside. We need your junior yearlings to ringside.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful pair of heifers to start this class. These two summer yearlings are tremendous heifers in my mind, and it's a close placing, but for me today, I prefer the heifer leading out. Just she has a little more dairiness up and through her head and neck, and I do prefer the way she rump structure, her pins sit down a little more desirable than this beautiful long heifer coming in second. Second over third, a heifer that just exhibits a little more overall body depth, granting the heifer in third. I do really like her on the move. She's a stylish heifer. Third over fourth, a heifer showing a lot more length of body and dairiness than this black heifer in fourth. And fourth over fifth, another close placing, but I prefer the dairiness of our heifer in fourth over fifth.
The results of Class 4, the summer yearlings, first place to ring number 40, Red Oak Sanchez Odyssey, exhibited by Blair Weeks, Lookout, F&D Forba, and G. Hallback. Second to ring 36, Ms. Duckett Federal Susie E.T., exhibited by Extondale Farms and Blair Tweedy. Third to ring 37, Eastside Atwood Trump, exhibited by Eastside Holsteins, and this entry is best bred and owned in Class 4. Fourth to ring 33, Winter Bay Braxton Darcy, exhibited by Winter Bay Holsteins. Fifth to ring 35, Extondale Shottle James Rose, exhibited by ID Holsteins. Sixth to ring 34, St. Jacob Goldwyn Hillary E.T., exhibited by Crasdale Farm, Heritage, and T&L Cattle. Seventh to ring 41, Jacobs Jordan Brenta, exhibited by Berkentree Holsteins. Eighth to ring 32, Eastside Braxton Carmen, exhibited by Eastside Holsteins. Ninth to ring 38, Golden Flow Sanchez Gabrielle, exhibited by Macbeth Farms. And 10th to ring 39, Winter Bay Goldwyn Luxury, exhibited by Winter Bay Holsteins. Reading from the top of the class, ring number 32 was 8, 33 placed 4, 34 was 6th, 35 placed 5, 36 was 2nd, 37 was 3rd and best bred and owned in Class 4, 38 placed 9, 39 was 10th, 40 was your class winner, and ring number 41 placed 7. Now making their way to the ring are the entries in Class 5. These are the junior yearlings born March the 1st through May 31st, 2011. This class is sponsored by Carroll View Holsteins, the best bred and owned, sponsored by ADL. For those of you following programs, please note that in ring 44 there is an added exhibitor. The current exhibitor listed remains and is added with T&L Cattle. So once again, ring number 44, the added exhibitor is T&L Cattle Company. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the junior yearlings are in the ring. There's only 6 in this class, so not a large class. So the intermediate yearlings should be on your way to ringside. 6 entries in the junior yearlings, now in the ring. Intermediate yearlings to ringside, please. We're very pleased this year at Old Home Week to be hosting this prominent Holstein show. And for those of you who do follow the dairy industry, we're very pleased to announce as well that we have a very impressive Ayrshire show, which will be in this arena on Tuesday. We have 58 Ayrshires entered from the 3 maritime provinces. So if you are interested in the dairy cattle, we do encourage you to return on Tuesday to see the second of our 2 breeds that are exhibited as our Old Home Week dairy show. Prince Edward Island is home to 192 dairy herds currently operating. The majority of those herds are of Holsteins, and the majority of the herds are family farms with 50 to 60 milk cows housed in freestall, tie stall, or bedding pack barns. Production averages range at 150 kilograms per cow per year, with the top 20% of herds averaging over 10,000. 77% of the herds participate in a milk recording management program, and the majority of the milk produced in Prince Edward Island is processed by the 2 major companies, those being ADL, which is a farmer-owned cooperative that processes the milk from most island farms. Products from ADL include cheese, butter, evaporated milk, and a full line of fluid milk products. The other processor is Purity Dairy, and Purity Dairy is a family-owned company that processes fluid milk products from a small number of island producers. So once again, very pleased as always that we are host to the impressive dairy shows here at Old Home Week. We encourage you to stay and enjoy all of our Holsteins today. And again, we do invite you back on Tuesday for our Ayrshire show. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the junior yearling class is near completion. Your intermediate yearlings should be at ringside. The junior yearlings are nearly completed. Intermediate yearlings to ringside, please.
Well, in this junior yearling class, ladies and gentlemen, close placing in our top pair again. And, you know, probably you could give reasons either way. But for me today, I'm starting with the heifer that to me just has a more neck extension, more daringness up through her head and neck than this big, tall, long heifer coming in second. As well, I prefer the rump structure of our winning heifer over the heifer in second, but a close placing. Second over third, a heifer that just exhibits a lot more height and length, overall capacity than the stylish heifer in third. Third over fourth, the heifer, I prefer strength of loin over the heifer in fourth, and fourth over fifth, the heifer showing more desirable style on the move than the heifer in fifth.
The results of Class 5, the junior yearling, sponsored by Carrollview Holsteins and ADL. First place to ring 47, Winter Bay Goldwyn Lauren, exhibited by Winter Bay Holsteins, and his entry is the best bred and owned in Class 5. Second to ring 44, Eastside Mill Remix, exhibited by Eastside Holsteins and T&L Cattle Company. Third to ring 42, Cobequid Aftershock Blanche, exhibited by Blair Weeks and Weeksdale. Fourth to ring 45, ID Lenora, exhibited by Nordale Holsteins. Fifth, during 43, ID Shuttle Lalica exhibited by ID Holsteins. And sixth, during 46, Valleyville Explode Tansy exhibited by Valleyville Farms. So reading from the top of the class, ring number 42 was third, 43 placed 5, 44 was second, and with the added exhibitor of T&L Cattle Company. 45 placed 4, 46 was 6, and 47 was first and best bred and owned in Class 5. Now making their way into the ring are the entries in Class 6. These are the intermediate yearlings, born December the 1st, 2010 to the last day of February of 2011. This class is sponsored by Eastside Holsteins, the best bred and owned, sponsored by ADL. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the intermediate yearling class is now well underway, and it is a class of only 5, so your senior yearlings should be on their way to ringside. The intermediate yearlings, a class of 5, is now well underway. Your senior yearlings should be on your way to ringside. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the intermediate yearling class is near completion. Senior yearlings to ringside. Attention in the Holstein barn, I've just been asked to remind you that the Pee Wee Showmanship class will be held immediately following the presentation of the Junior Breeder and Exhibitor and the Junior Herd class. We have one more class, the Senior Yearlings, and then we will be into the Junior Champions. And at that time, we will be presenting the Breeder and Exhibitor in the Junior Show and the Junior Herds with the Pee Wee Showmanship immediately following. So those of you interested in the Pee Wee Showmanship, this is your time frame that we're looking at. The Senior Yearling class, the Junior Champions, the presentation of banners, and the Junior Herd, followed by the Pee Wee Showmanship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this winter yearling class, we got 3 heifers at the top of this class that are real fine heifers, but I'm starting this heifer leading out in first. She just has so much more substance and strength and power than the 2 heifers following in today as well. She's dairy enough for me. She's got the tremendous rib cage, just a beautiful balanced heifer on the move. Putting her over second on those reasons, heifer in second, I do admire her height at the front end and her angularity, but she just can't get ahead of this big heifer in front of her. Second over third, a very close placing. These 2 heifers are very close in my mind, but for me today, the heifer in second just shows a little more dairy character up in through her head and neck than this beautiful red heifer coming in third. Third over fourth, heifer just exhibiting a little more overall depth than the big long heifer we have in fourth. And fourth over fifth, the heifer just showing a little more style than the heifer in fifth today.
The results of Class 6, the Intermediate Yearlings, sponsored by Eastside Holsteins and ADL. First place to ring 52, Crasdale Atwood Susie, exhibited by Wade Dickey. Second to ring 50, Winter Bay Goldwyn Lotus, exhibited by Winter Bay Holsteins, and this entry is the best bred and owned in Class 6. Third to ring 51, Grand Valley Piccolo Duet, exhibited by Blair Weeks, Weeksdale, and Bernadale. Fourth, to ring 48, East River Gold Shimmer, exhibited by East River Farms. And fifth, to ring 49, ID Donnell, exhibited by ID Holsteins. So reading from the top of the class, ring number 48 was fourth, 49 placed 5, 50 was second and best bred and owned in class 6, 51 was third, and ring number 52 was the class winner. Now making their way into the ring are the entries in Class 7. These are the senior yearlings, born September the 1st through November the 30th of 2010. This class is sponsored by Combination Holsteins and the Best Bred and Owned sponsored by ADL. For those of you following programs, please note that we do have one added entry in this class. It is ring number 127. The entry of Jacobs Sanchez Joel, exhibited by Valleyville and Conant Acres. So once again, the added entry 127, Jacobs Sanchez Joel, exhibited by Valleyville and Conant Acres. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the senior yearling class is now in the ring. Our next class will be the junior champion. So we're looking for those entries that placed first and second in our previous classes to please begin making your way to ringside for the selection of the junior champion. Also, please note that as we've requested in the past, that we ask that you please wear your hatband numbers for your corresponding animals into the ring, as it does make our job for our clerks much easier. So we do appreciate that. So once again, those of you who will be bringing animals in for the junior champion, please wear the hatband numbers that you wore in the regular class. For those of you marking programs, please note that we have one scratched entry from Class 7. Ring number 58 is a scratched entry. Once again, ring number 58 will not be shown. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the senior yearling class is well underway. Please begin assembling your entries for the junior champion at ringside. Attention Holstein exhibitors, our last class, the senior yearlings, have now completed. If you have entries that you wish to show in the junior champion class, those entries must be on their way to ringside now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this senior class, senior yearling class. Being the judge today, it's a bit of a tough situation. For me, it's a bit early to see a milking yearling, but at the same time, it's not too early to see a tremendous uddered milking yearling. And then following in with a tremendous heifer in second. So for me today, anytime you see a beautiful mammary like that, and as well a stylish balanced heifer, not the biggest heifer certainly compared to the heifer in second, but for those reasons I have to place her on top today. She just has a tremendous mammary. She is stylish. She needs to dairy up a little bit, but putting her over the heifer in second on that mammary system and taking nothing away from this tremendous heifer in second. She's tall and long and deep and angular and just a very, very fine heifer. But second over third, a heifer that just carries her loin out a lot stronger than the heifer in third. Third over fourth, a heifer just showing a little more style than the heifer in fourth, granting the heifer in fourth is in milking form. I would like to change her teat placement a little bit today, but then fourth over fifth, the heifer just with more angularity and strength today than this big long heifer in fifth.
The results of Class 7, the senior yearlings, first place to the added entry, 127. Jacobs Sanchez Joel, exhibited by Valleyville and Conant Acres. Second to ring 53, Bullsbrow Chapter Katie, exhibited by High Output, Brycon and Robin Antworth. Third to ring 56, Cragen Denzel Gala, exhibited by Extondale Farms. Fourth to ring 57, Comco La Bamba Sanchez, exhibited by East River Farms. Fifth to ring 55, Golden Flow Sanchez Handsome, exhibited by Macbeth Farms, and this is the best bred and owned in Class 7. Sixth to ring 54, Golden Flow Damien Horoscope, exhibited by Macbeth Farms. And seventh to ring 59, Veltais Goldwyn Monique, exhibited by Valleyville Farms. So reading from the top of the class, ring number 53 was second, 54 placed sixth, 55 was fifth and best udder in class, 56 was third, 57 placed four, 58 was a scratched entry, ring number 59 was seventh, and the added entry, ring number 127, Jacob Sanchez Joel, exhibited by Valleyville and Conant Acres, was your class winner. Our next class of the ring will be the junior champion. Now making their way into the ring are those entries for the junior champion in our show this morning. The junior champion class is sponsored by Clarence's Feed Services. The reserve junior champion is sponsored by Red Isle Dairy, and the honorable mention to the junior champion is sponsored by Phillips Feed. Attention Holstein exhibitors, the junior champion class is now well underway. Those of you with entries in the junior herd, you should have those entries on your way to ringside. Once again, the junior champion class is in the ring. We will be selecting it and the presentation of the banners for junior breeder and exhibitor, followed by the junior herd. So your junior herds should begin being assembled, and that will be followed by the Pee Wee showmanship class.